Hi, this is Leonie Hobbs and this is my video for my Nutrition Assignment 1 resubmission. A balanced diet for an athlete is very different to that of an average person. This is because they have different requirements to enable them to do the activities they want to do. A marathon runner, for example, needs to have 65 to 70% of carbohydrates, which is more than the average person. This is because they need a slow release of energy, so they have to have more in their diet, otherwise when they're doing a race they wouldn't be able to perform at their highest level for that whole race. The amount of protein that a marathon runner needs is similar to an average person, which is 12 to 15%. This is because most people tend to get enough protein in their regular diet, so they don't need to intake any more, but they do need at least a good amount of protein, because otherwise after training or events their muscles won't be fully repaired, so that could hinder them for their next race. Marathon runners should also have 25 to 30% fat, which is less than the average, but they need less as they don't want to be carrying around a lot of fat, otherwise it will hinder their performance. They also should increase their intake of vitamin D and B. Vitamin D helps to absorb calcium, so this keeps the bones strong. This is good because the bones of a marathon runner are under a lot of pressure and stress during a race, so they need to be strong and rigid so they don't break. Vitamin B helps to provide energy, so as marathon runners are doing endurance activities, they need a lot of energy so they don't fatigue before the end of the race. They also need to increase the amount of calcium they take, because this helps to keep the bones strong along with vitamin D. Iron should also be increased as this helps boost blood production, so this ensures that the working muscles have enough oxygen and energy being delivered to them during a race so they don't fatigue. Magnesium should also be increased as this is another source of energy production, so will enable the runner to continue for the whole race without fatiguing. The amount of fibre that a marathon runner eats should also be increased because it helps slow down digestion. By slowing down digestion, glucose is released slower as the food takes longer to be digested. This is good because then the amount of energy being released over the race will be normal amount, so it won't be too much at the start or not enough at the start. It's a slow release and it will keep the marathon runner going for the whole race. It's also important that a marathon runner increases the amount of water they drink. This should be increased during the race and after the race. It's important to have a lot of water during a race because it keeps the body hydrated, so they won't get nausea or headaches or anything, so they'll be able to keep racing. And after the race it's important that they rehydrate the body and replace lost sodium and potassium, which are needed to maintain blood pressure and build and repair muscle. So this is all important for them to have a good recovery at the end of the race.